Hey, all, Baruch Levi B here from the Defiant Spirit. Thanks for tuning in. I want to talk to you on this first day of the Jewish holiday, Hanukkah, about the true message of Hanukkah and Christmas, because this is where they overlap. No, they are not the same, incredibly different backstories. However, honestly, when it comes to both of them, most of us have been handed a load of crap. They are mythical tales that have evolved to represent something so much more than the facts. Facts of them are very different than certainly what you find on Hallmark. I'll focus on Hanukkah, but so much of it is overlaps into Christmas, and I'll get into that as well. Why am I talking about this? Not because I'm still functioning as a rabbi. I'm not. Um, However, I've been asked at least 6 times this week by my clients and by people who follow me on podcasts or videos. What's the deal with Hanukkah? Is it the Jewish version of Christmas? And yes and no. So let's talk about how it is not. First of all, most Jews and if you've watched the Adam Sandler Hanukkah movie, Eight Crazy Nights, or even listen to the song, you get a very different take on this ancient tale. You get a childhood's fairy tale where the Jews returning to the destroyed temple after the Syrian Greeks had expelled us, found a canister of oil that we needed to light the menorah, the candelabra at the center of the temple, the Beit HaMikdash, and it was supposed to only last for one day, but it lasted 8 crazy nights. That's not the story. That's not true. That's a fairy tale about miracles. And I do believe in miracles, but I believe in when man meets God halfway kind of miracles. And Hanukkah is a miraculous story. What it really is a story of is the Jewish people's resilience, determination, their fighting spirit to take up arms against the haters and to fight against all odds and to prevail, or certainly, if not winning that war going on, or winning that battle, going on to win the war, because they tried to kill us. We won. Let's eat. Here we are thousands of years later, and the Syrian Greeks are gone, and the Hittites are gone, and the Jebusites are gone, and the Nazis are gone, and all the haters throughout history who have hated the Jews are gone, because we have had this combination of, yes, miracles from above and oil that lasts 8 crazy nights, but also because we have been a people who have learned how to defend ourselves with the sword, which is the modern state of Israel. But that's not really what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is the even deeper mission and message of the Jewish people, of Hanukkah, and yes, of Christmas too. Again, very different backstories, and I won't get into debunking the Christmas story, because the last thing the world needs is a Jew debunking other people's myths. I'll leave that to the ministers and the priests to tell the truth on that one. I can only debunk my own people's myths. However, the reason why I want to debunk at least the Hanukkah message is because I don't think we do it service when we make it some theoretical ancient tale that none of us can fully truly relate to. But we can all relate to that message of never giving up in the face of adversity, of never succumbing to the darkness. And that's the true mission and message of the Jewish people and of Hanukkah and of Christmas. How so? Hanukkah and Christmas are always celebrated when? Not in the springtime, when the sun is out here in the Western Hemisphere and it's warm and it's lovely and it's easy. No, we celebrate them in the darkest, coldest time of our year, the winter solstice. These have developed around the winter solstice, I believe, for a reason. And what's that reason? To remind us of the mission and the message of the Jewish people, of the Christian people, of the American people. I believe this is a very American holiday for a reason, because we are here to transform darkness into light. It is not coincidence that we all gather around the table, so to speak, and bring lights, festival of lights, Jews through the menorah, Christians through lights in their windows or on their house or on the tree. It's a response to darkness. It's a reminder that we all face darkness. We've always faced darkness. We will always face darkness, but we're here to defy the darkness. That's the Jewish mission in a nutshell. That's why all Jewish holy days begin in the nighttime. We begin in the darkness and move to the light. And as we do, we remind ourselves of that ancient teaching from the Bible, Vayer Vayiboker, and there was evening and there was morning. Our mission is to disrupt the darkness, to defy the darkness, to transform the darkness into light. And I believe that is truly the message of Christmas. I know it's the message I feel out in the streets at this time of year when people wish me Merry Christmas. When I see the beautiful lights out in the streets or Hanukkah menorahs in the windows, I'm reminded of the best of what human beings have to offer. And now more than ever before, we need this mission and this message reminded to us on a daily basis, because now more than ever before, this message is being squashed, crushed. Do you know how many Hanukkah celebrations have been canceled around this country, probably around the world? Too many. Too many have been canceled. Why? Because you have haters out there who can't just let Jews be Jews. They have to bring politics into this. They have to bring hate into this. That's the only reason, if you're out there and you're protesting a Hanukkah celebration, it has nothing to do with Israel, because the people gathered around that menorah aren't gathered around simply because of Israel. They're gathered around in Israel because of their religion. These people are gathered around it because of their religion. The religion is Judaism, and Judaism, yes, revolves around the Jewish homeland, but you can't let them have this at the mall in Milwaukee or the suburbs of Dallas. You have to go disrupt it with your chants of genocide and hate. This is a desecration for all of us. We should show up at those candle lighting ceremonies as Jews and Christians in solidarity and support to remind the world of this mission and this message, that we will not succumb to the darkness. We will defy the darkness. We will transform that darkness into light. That is why we celebrate Christmas. By the way, that's why the haters are disrupting Christmas celebrations, like you heard about recently at, I think it was in New York City, at the lighting of the Christmas tree, disrupted by what, pro-Palestinian or pro-Hamas, which is really what it is. People, why are you disrupting Christmas? Because that's what haters hate. That's what darkness does. It descends and it makes it impossible for any of us to see until we light the menorah, until we light the Christmas tree, until we take it upon ourselves to get back to the core mission and the message of Judaism and Hanukkah, and the true message of Christmas, and the true message of America, to defy darkness and transform it into light. And that's what we're doing every day for the next 8 days, or now 7 days in the Jewish tradition with Hanukkah. And that's the true mission and message of the Hanukkah tale. So have a meaningful Hanukkah, have a meaningful Christmas. I don't really love saying Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, but Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah. But it should be meaningful, and it should be true to the message and the mission, which is an act of defiance to never succumb to the darkness, to never again allow them to put out our light. We will never put out our light. That little light's going to shine, and we're going to take that light out into the world as we defy the darkness and transform it with that light.